My visit to my home country was not over. There was still more food follies and festival fun to eat up. I met up again with my son Miles and family. And there was more family. Anne and my oldest grandson Dylan. They were here from Geneva to walk about the Fête de Vignerons. We walked about and sometimes danced about.
Apparently this is the Absurd Museum.
Yes, Switzerland can be absurd, but in a controlled setting.
Dylan, do you find things absurd here? We're at the Absurd Museum.
Kind of, yeah.
Wow, there's a shark here. How absurd.
Then we went to enjoy a slice of Swiss mountain life, traditional and up to modern standards. These are the stars of the show, and this is their backstage lodges where they are pampered and groomed and, yes, milked.
Can't get fresher milk than this. Look, you want some fresh milk?
Straight from the udders of a cow.
That's right.
Yeah. Tastes pretty milky.
And the milking continued. It makes the energy to make the world go round.
He's super cool.
And here little ones met other little ones and big ladies. The process of making one of our signature cheeses is brought to life. It starts with an open fire to curdle the milk, set it in a wooden press, then we patiently wait for Gruyere cheese. A day at the beach best be complete with an afternoon swim. These waters are some of the cleanest in Europe. In town, we explored the inner circles of locals' favorite watering holes. And there is fun for everyone. Our plan for the afternoon was to work up an appetite for the ultimate Swiss reward. Yes, authentic Swiss cheese fondue, mastered by Master Miles.
Okay, so we're having another fondue. Fondue number 2 of my stay here. First one was tomato fondue. Now this is plain half and half fondue. Moitié, it's called. Miles just picked that up. Here we go. Let's dive in.
The day will not finish just yet. One must digest a fondue, and a good way is to have a post-fondue walk. The Fête de Vignerons paraded every evening to honor the goodness of the vineyards. The sun is the honored guest amongst all.
Con mis pasos mágicos.
amongst all the history and tradition of the Fête de Vignerons is also the wheel of progress for the wonder of little ones. The parade comes to an end under a full rising moon. This was my third time at the Fête de Vignerons, and if the stars are with me, I may see another one in 20 or so years. Sometimes the stars align just right and family from far away reunites. Of course, much goodness was on the menu. These are my cousins. They came to see off their mother, who was also my godmother. She passed away peacefully at the age of 84, and her passing brought us all together.
Here we are with another feast of grace food with the Page family. Samuel on my left, Sarah on my right. Children of Boris on my right also.
Boris lives in America with his wife Valerie. Both are doctors.
Let's have a toast to our dear Marina.
I asked my godmother to watch over me on the high seas whenever possible, as well as her children and grandchildren.
The family here, they're cool.
This is Samuel, soon to be a college graduate, and his sister Sarah, who's in a top boarding school.
So, is that American enough, that beef?
Barely.
Boris is one of the world's best oncology specialists. His decades of research have proven breakthrough results in the fight against cancer. But we're not here to salute ourselves, but the wonderful mother who made this possible. We all love you dearly, Marina. Well, I made one last visit to the Fête de Vignerons. Here, this man reflects our bond to French comedy, à la Jacques Tati, famed French comedian, but also Charlie Chaplin, who spent the last 30 years of his life in Vevey, and who also had partaken in the Fête de Vignerons.
Swiss burger, you gotta have one. Don't have them in Cape Verde like this, that's for sure.
I'd have to enjoy a last meal here, and in the company of my son Sebastian. He's not one to be on camera much. Being a music producer, he's more keen on being behind the scenes.
Last meal at the restaurant before I go back with Mom.
Mom's still wearing my gift.
T'as toujours ta robe africaine.
Ah oui, j'ai déjà remis encore une fois.
And I'm enjoying their gastronomical gift. I'd be off in the early hours. This was my last look at my beautiful country. The lush green fields and glistening clear waters of Lake Lemont fed by rains and alpine glaciers. In the distance was a shining Mont Blanc, Europe's highest mountain under a permanent snowy blanket. It begs to ask how long it will continue to be the White Mount before it all melts away. Within hours, we made our approach to the arid island of Sao Vicente. I searched for my dear Galopin through the clouds. He was still there.
Pretty rock and roll landing, but I know how wind is here, so I think he did a great job. He deserves a round of applause, the captain here. Back into the wind. Woo. Things don't change. Obrigado, Cesaria Evora. Here we are. Well, I'm back on Galopin. It was a nice flight, great trip, and I'm happy to be here. And Galopin's still here, which is great. He didn't float away. There was some pretty bad windstorm yesterday. Pesh sent me a picture. A couple boats floated away, fishing boats, and looked pretty wicked. But everything's fine. So now I'm unpacking everything because I brought a lot of stuff from Europe that you can't find here. So I did spend some cash, but it's stuff that I deemed necessary. One being this new camera with a new microphone, a new Sony Alpha 6000, because the poor other little camera, it just is about at the end of its life, and it lasted quite a while, but it was time to replace it. And one of the first things I'm gonna have while I'm here is a Stomperot. It's the first thing I'm gonna have. Jesus, that's so awesome. Stomperot. Wine is great, the wine festival, but something about that Stomperot.
And just like that, I went from European Wine Festival to a Cape Verdean block party with my Canadian friends. The party was hosted by one of my very best friends, Pesh. Bring it on.
Ahora te digo algo, ¿ok? Ya, escucha. Gente, yo soy fan de todo menos de gente con maldad. Ahora ser diferente es un delito en este lugar. Todos somos leyenda, pero por algo hay que empezar. Soy leyenda de Pekín, también en Hong Kong, en cualquier lugar. ¿Quién va a ser? ¿Quién eres tú para decir lo que es? Juego como Messi, estilo Higuita. Este partido ya nadie nos quita. Vamos a la disco, y matamos la pista, yeah. Aquí toda mi gente, sí. Somos pura leyenda, sí. Somos leyenda, 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 leyendas vivas. Somos leyenda, 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 leyendas vivas. La gente pone las reglas para que los otros las sigan. Afuera esa gente que siempre tiene esa manía. Somos somos las leyendas vivas. Somos las leyendas vivas.